You know, I love people with passionate hobbies. They're always so
Kind
much
of consuming interest.
Yeah.
They're more of a character than the rest of us,
it makes
aren't
life
they?
interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of a buddy of mine who is just a car freak
Yep.
and also a gearhead. And I always love being around him because I love the passion that he has for that.
But you don't have to be the one home and
Exactly.
putting the kids to bed without
Right.
a spouse.
There comes a point
Yeah.
in a person's passion for their hobby where it begins to emanate beyond where it
a
should.
healthy level of interest.
Right.
And you know, that's where I think you need to be able to say to him, look, you know, I love your hobby and I don't want you to, I would never ask you to let it go, but it's almost like you're a mostly absent presence because your hobby is getting all your good energy. And so, you know, rather than just complaining, you could make some suggestions. You could say, could we block off 2 nights a week? They're not gear nights, they're people nights, and we have a family movie night or we have a date night or whatever, and it's just a different choice, just 1 or 2 nights a week, and then he can feel like I've got freedom, but I know what my expectations are, and it's agreed to in advance, so you don't have to wonder every night, am I going to get any attention?
Well, and that's different than just whining and complaining about the
Yeah.
situation because now you're substituting that behavior of his for something else that
Right.
you will prize, and I'm sure that he will too. But that makes it so much easier for him to say, yeah, sure, why wouldn't we do that? That'll be fun for us.
And you can even let him know that it's a lot easier for you to be an enthusiast about his hobby whenever you also feel like there's a little part of him reserved for you.
Yeah, in fact, that leads to another thing that I would recommend, and that is to invest in his hobby. Now,
Yeah.
I know that you're cringing at the very thought of that because you're trying to get him to back off from it. But sometimes the greatest connection that you will have with him might be in that garage while he's working on that engine or while he's doing whatever it is that he does to these cars.
He might have the best conversations with you if you just go out there and sit there with a Diet Coke and talk to him while he's working on his car.
Yeah, that shared experience. In fact, we have a whole chapter on that in our book, The Love List, finding that shared experience
Yeah.
together. And if you can find a way to do that, that's where his spirit will open up because he loves that. This is just his passion. He's going to love that. Why not be a part of that in some way? Well, there's a couple of things to think about.
A couple of paradoxical kind of things, but they both work.
Absolutely.